Are we recording?
Yes, we're recording. We'll do it together.
Okay.
So just hang on. Okay. And hello!
Hey!
Okay. Welcome. I'm gonna start again. I'll just cut this out.
Okay.
I will cut this out.
I will not.
Okay. Hello.
Take 2.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Inspiring Inc. with Amy and Julie, where we mainly review middle grade books and young adult books. And we're going to be seeing if the stories have any godly reflections that we have taken away from it. And if they don't, if we feel like there's no biblical reflections or godly reflections at all, we will say so. So then today we are discussing what?
Okay, this is a book series that Julie's family really likes, and Julie. It is the Wingfeather. I never heard of it before until I started to read it. But
let's just talk about the covers and
the
stuff.
covers are gorgeous.
They're really
look
pretty.
At this. Well, it's book 1.
The art of it is absolutely amazing.
Book 2.
This is like not the first rendition. There was another rendition before, and then these ones are the newer ones, and honestly I prefer this rendition the most because of the beautiful art that they have going on here. And there is a TV show, I believe, is on the Angel Studio.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
App, the Angel Studio app. I watched the first season. It was good. I still have to see season 2, and I think there's season 3 out now. But I feel like that season 3 even takes part in like book 2. I think they pick it up in book 2. But I have to watch them myself, so that way I don't know. So I've read book 1, book 2, and book 3, but I'm still gotta finish reading book 4. I started it, but I didn't finish it. So I don't even know the ending. I don't know the ending of the story, but I am enjoying it so far. I am enjoying it.
This is probably one of the only books besides the Harry Potter one. Check that video out. But that I actually really hated.
She didn't like it as much.
No.
I personally loved it. Book 3 absolutely wrecked me. I
tried so hard. I tried so hard because she's like, oh, me and my son, we love this series, and then we read it so fast, and I'm like, pretty covers, but no. I tried. Anyways,
did you feel like God was trying to teach you anything through it, or do you feel like there was any godly story in it? Of book 1.
Family aspect is really prevalent and really strong, and so I think that, like relying the way that the siblings are very close and all of that, I thought was great.
I liked, since I've gotten further in, I like the self-sacrifice story in there that's kind of being built, and I feel like there's definitely going to be more in book 4, but I have yet to read that one.
There's a reveal at the end of book 1 that I didn't realize was going to happen, but it's kind of obvious once you know.
Yes, so I'm trying not to spoil. Although we could say like spoiler now. So if anybody hasn't read the Wingfeather
then
saga,
stop, read it, and come back.
Yeah, come back.
Because this is like a major spoiler.
So we're gonna get into the spoiler. Probably, I think we'll start the spoiler now.
Yeah,
might as well start it. So
the only thing that I only know about this because it's at the very end of the first book, is that they're like these destined children to like this kingdom that, to me, it was cool. That was probably the only part of the book I really liked. But once you know it, you're like, that's so obvious. I don't know. It's a good reveal. I did enjoy that part, but it took a long time to reveal that for me.
I feel like I was already kind of guessing it before the reveal, so I was less shocked, but at the same time I was like, oh, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
So I was I was less surprised. Although I did like the fact that they had the treasure chest, and it seemed like that was in the treasure chest, and so you're like, oh, it must be that. But that's what the bad guys were thinking. And so
I like that they were out at sea. Like, that was good. That was the only part that kept me trying to read this for Julie. I was trying to read it for her because I wanted to DNF the book immediately.
Did you actually finish book 1?
I skimmed it mostly.
Okay.
I did look at every page, but I didn't read it word for word, as I was just like, oh, every time I would pick it up, I'd go, I don't want to read this. No. But I kept going just because I knew we were going to do this review partially, but also I wanted to give it a chance. I'm like, maybe it's better than I think. And every time I would go to it, I'd be like, do you know what it is? It's not that this isn't written well, because the person who wrote it, isn't there some like special thing about the author? Who is he again? He's somebody.
Well, I recognize him from Bugs and Slugs. But then I had kids who listened to that kind of music.
I don't know what that is.
So he's also a singer-songwriter.
Yeah. And this was like a pet project of his or something?
I don't know. I don't
his really know.
I just know that I've seen the books floating around on like Instagram or Bookstagram.
What is his name? Andrew Peterson. Yes.
And so then I just know that he's also a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was really cool. And I loved he did the audiobook version also, and I listened to those, and I loved them. Yeah. I personally love them because I like she loves audio.
Yeah. I do like them too, but I end up, my mind wanders if I'm not like looking at a physical copy as I hear an audio.
I didn't solely just listen to the audio. I was like half because there was times where I felt, especially in book 3, I got about halfway and then I sped read through the rest of it because I'm like, the audio's too slow.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I would read faster. And so then it was just like, no, I gotta read. And so then I was one of those stay up past my bedtime type things just to get to the end of the story. And then I was already feeling emotional about other things in my life. And the ending didn't help. And so I'm like, no, don't do this to me.
So there is a really unique thing about these books. I think it's just in the first 2 books, is that there's these pages where there's see, if you look like that
at the bottom,
at the very bottom of the page, there is what do you call these, footnotes? Yeah, footnotes. And I did not like the writing style of the actual novel, but I loved everything that was in the footnotes. They were my favorite part of the story. They actually saved it for me to keep reading because I really liked how it was written.
Yeah.
So to me,
it was funny.
It was too geared towards a younger crowd. I didn't like it. I love the footnotes because it was more like grown up with the way it was written. That's probably why I don't like them. It's not that they're not a good story, because it is. And I also didn't like all the weird names. That kind of took me out of it a bit, which is weird because I love fantasy, so I'm used to weird names. But these ones are extra. I didn't like them.
No, I didn't. The weird names didn't bother me because if you can, I don't know. Like if you're talking about, like even with Star Wars, and you have
oh, I know, there's weird ones like Jar Jar, Jar Jar,
Binks, and it's just like, to me, I don't know, weird names were fine. That washed over me.
The one thing I did like, it's the Dark Sea of Darkness. Like, I liked that. That was a good one.
I love it.
That was funny.
I liked that.
So there was some humor in there that I did like. I just wish that I'd liked the writing style more. Because I knew what they were doing with it was a good thing. I liked the premise of the story.
No, I feel like once you get past, to me, book 1 was like setting the tone, and it was setting like the foundation of the story, and then the rest of the stories just got deeper and deeper, and so then to me, I just personally, it was easier for me to get through. My son just he read it before I did.
I read the first book and devoured them.
Yeah, I read the first book and I was shoving it toward him, and I had to force him to read it. And then when he got past like maybe the first few chapters, he was like done. Next book, and I'm like, oh, and he flew right past me. Yeah. And so then he was like, next book, and then we even have like the other one up here, which is short stories of the world. So then he read that one. I haven't even read that one, so I still have to read, like I said, book 4, and so I have yet to be destroyed by book 4, and
The crazy part about this is that I do like some middle grade stories. Like Harry Potter, for one, is written for children. But, and I'll tell you why I like that writing style version than this one, is that they are both geared towards children. But I don't know what it is. But the way that J.K. Rowling writes her stories is that it's geared through the eyes. It's through Harry's perspective, but you can see that it's written by an adult. You know, like you can see that it's written really, really clever. And so I saw it. It's okay. I'm not trying to diss this person because I'm not, but this person didn't think about it like that, because this is very clearly from the child's perspective. And I like other children's stories. Like I loved Anne of Green Gables, which is definitely from a child's perspective, but I liked it more. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know.
I still feel like
it made me feel icky.
I feel like when you're talking about Anne of Green Gables, that style is still an older style. Therefore,
that's probably why I like
it's
it,
a bit more
because
grown
it's
up.
more grown up.
And even though it's
Harry Potter's
Anne's
kind of like a
perspective.
narrator, so it is more of a grown-up perspective. It's through Harry's eyes, but it's through a narrator too, and that's probably why I like it.
Anne of Green Gables is still through Anne's perspective, but it's still more of a grown-up tone to it.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is, I don't know, to me, but then you're talking to me, I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the narrative.
And I'm sure that there's tons of people, like if you're out there and you've read these and you like them, awesome. I just didn't like it.
And it is from the kids' perspective. I enjoyed it. And then, although it does go into other people's perspectives too, but it was like, to me, it was clearly through the kids' perspective.
Which is weird, because I'll tell you, I love Pixar movies, I love Disney movies, and a lot of those are from little children's perspectives, and I love those stories, but it's very different than, I don't know.
I think it's different watching it versus reading it.
Yeah, it probably is.
Because if you're watching from a child's perspective, you're not reading the words.
No, so it's very different, yeah.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite scene or favorite part at all? No?
No. I can't pull one out of my mind.
No. I like the opening.
I think the only part I really liked was the end where they said the thing.
Oh.
I like that part.
I'm trying to think of, like, I liked in book one the opening. To me, it set the tone very well. Where
I just wanted it to be over with. I was like, yeah, that's nice. Make them go on the journey. That's all I could think about, and that's so bad.
No, I like the scene where the grandfather is trying to get those creatures out of the garden, and I even liked, I think it was the youngest on the roof trying to fix the roof.
Festival. That was okay.
The Dragon Festival was kind of interesting. Okay. I really liked Pete the Sock Man. His backstory was neat.
I totally forgot about him. I actually really liked that character. He was really good.
I liked
that was the only parts I actually would slow down and not skip over. Is like, oh, the Sockman's back. That drew me in. That I forgot about until now.
But then I feel like you're missing out, because you get more about his backstory in here.
Julie might be making me want to read the second one. There might be another review.
No, because you learn more about him in
I really
book
liked
2
him.
and 3.
He's probably the only character I really liked.
I like them all, though. I like the grandfather, and that he's grumpy, but he's also very kind and sweet. I liked how Nia, the mom, is
as soon as I heard the family part of the story, skip. Didn't care about it, which is weird because I love families.
Yeah.
Just really weird that I was not there. I was not there.
And the whys behind it, and I really don't want to spoil book 3, but
maybe.
And then there's a lot of this stuff starts slowly being revealed throughout the rest of it. In book 2,
I know, when I finished the book, even though I really didn't like it, I was like, well, maybe it's going to get better. But I thought that about the entire book, and I was like, it did not get better for me. And then I'm like, well, what if it doesn't? And then I'm like halfway through this book, and I'll never finish it. I don't know. Maybe I will. I don't know.
No, like, no pressure. No. I'm not going to force you.
Oh, I know.
I have, like, a mountain of books that I want you to read.
I'm probably not going to. To be honest, I probably won't.
We're not that
maybe
hard
one
pressed.
day. Maybe one day. I wanted
I'm
these to be good
devastated
because
about-
they're so pretty, and I was like, come on.
Yeah, I'm just devastated about some of the things that happens to the poor boys. I mean, and the girl too, but it's mainly between the two boys.
Is there anything you can share about something you really, really enjoyed? Because you're the one who loves this story. So
I do like it.
What is it that makes you love it so much?
I think to me, it's more like the hard decisions that Janner has to make,
Okay.
and then also what happens to the youngest Tink.
That's a boy character, right?
Yep.
Okay. What is the little girl's name again? I cannot.
Lily.
Oh, Lily. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And she's got her little dog.
Yeah.
Or dog type creature.
Nugget.
Yes, Nugget. I didn't mind that. That character's okay. Like the little girl I liked. She was okay.
Which is there's
I like that
things
she
that
was always
happens to
lagging
characters.
behind. Like that
things
she
that-
was a little girl who
She was-
was,
yep.
you know, the boys were like, ugh, we have to be with you.
No,
I
because
didn't mind that.
the thing is though, it's just that there's things that happens to characters and some of them don't make it. So it's kind of like
Okay.
it gets intense. So I'm like,
So
if
stakes get higher.
stakes get definitely higher.
And the sock man's more prevalent.
He plays
That
a decent
might
part.
make me want to read more.
Yeah, he plays a decent part.
Yeah.
I can't say he's in it a lot, but at the same time, he plays a decent part.
Okay. Interesting.
Some
See,
of the characters
If you don't give things a chance, you will miss things.
and then there's characters that suddenly show up that you're not expecting. And so then things take interesting twists and turns. That's why I say like book 1 is like laying the foundation, where 2 takes an interesting. I don't want to. I don't want to spoil it for you.
No,
like if you
I
actually wanted to
realize
read
that.
it.
I don't know.
And so then it's like there's definitely some twists and turns that I wasn't expecting, and some twists and turns that I was expecting, and then some gut-wrenching ones that I was like, what? And so that I was definitely not expecting. And so then I'm waiting for the conclusion because
you want to know.
I want to know.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to go. I remember I was listening in the car to the audiobook, and I was in the car driving north to visit family, and I was like grinning
Because you were enjoying it.
because I was enjoying the story so much. And so
I wonder
then
if I would enjoy
had-
the story better if it was audio.
The audio was really well done.
Okay.
I will say that.
Maybe I will try this one with the audio,
With the audio.
along with the book.
Yeah.
Because that I could try.
Yeah. The audio made it well. Then I have already. You guys already know I'm more of an audio. No, okay. I love paperback or hardcover, physical. But because I'm a mom and I'm a writer, I'm a mom. I read the Bible. I want to spend time with God. And I'm a homeschooling mother, so it takes up a ton of time.
Yeah, she's a busy lady.
And so then when I'm doing mundane tasks, chores, whatever, or in the car driving, I want to listen to it. That's the time when I actually can like read the story. And so then I like the audio, and I like a good audio. And it's like, and if it's a good audio, like my favorite audios are the theatrical versions.
Yeah, the ones that have the sounds and
sound
everything.
effects
I
and
know.
And so those ones are by far my like pinnacle. Like I like the theatrical ones, but
Yeah.
aside from the theatrical ones, if you have a really good narrator that's just a solo narrator, I don't mind those either. There are a
They have
few
to
that
be
sound
good.
really dry, that they just sound like that wah 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 wah, and it's just no. I might turn those ones off and not. I might push through because if they sound like an AI, hello, my name is George. George is funny,
Yeah,
and it's
no,
like
no.
that's a little monotone. I might not like it, but there are some really good narrators out there right now,
is.
and so I'm like, I'm good. I like some narration.
Yep.
So like, not a big fan of the AI, but at the same time, I don't really listen to those. I don't listen to those. I get the audiobooks. And so I have usually multiple copies. I think I've got the audio on this one, and I've got obviously the physical copy. Don't think I have the ebook version of this because I already got it in audio.
Do you have
And then I got the physical.
other physical copies, like another type of it? Because you said this is a different style.
No, I only got these ones. When I discovered Wingfeather, they were transitioning from the old to the new, and I just waited.
So these are fairly new covers then?
These are fairly new covers, yeah. So when I first discovered them, there was the old cover, and then I wasn't really interested in it.
How
then I saw
long
the new
ago
cover.
did these come out?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let's just find out.
All I know is that I saw the old covers, and I was just like, eh. And then when I saw the new covers, I was way more interested. But then more people were talking about it then. So then I started learning more and more about the stories.
It looks like...
And then I was way more interested because I like painted and cartoons.
It says that map illustration came out in 2008, and the text copyright came out in 2008. But then this one is 2020, so the new copies look like they were 2020.
Okay. So that sounds about
right. So that's
right.
a long time in between.
Yeah. No, that sounds about right because it was 2019 when I was wound.
Okay, yeah, 2008 to 2020. Yeah, that's a huge jump.
Yeah, so yeah, 2019 when I was wound, and that's when I felt I had to change everything that I was reading to more Christian.
Right.
More Christian or clean content. And so that's why I became more interested in things like Wingfeather, even though I know I'm an adult. But then I also have children, so I wanted them to have
but
good
that
content.
makes more sense that you would want to read something like this because your children are still fairly young.
Yeah.
My children are like adults. They're like 24 and 21. So,
Yeah.
and hers are like 16 and what, like 12?
13.
13. Yeah. So that should show you right there.
They're not like super young, but they're still young. Young enough to be dependents.
When my younger child was probably around just like, I don't know, 11 or 12, maybe even 10, very interested in the Ever After High and like Monster High stuff. And so I would sit there and read the Ever After High story to my child. And yeah, I was interested, and those are geared towards kids. And they read like a kid fairy tale. But I probably liked them more because they were geared towards girls and they were geared towards like fairy tales.
Yeah. But I don't mind. Personally, I like the action adventures. I'm a big fan
and I
of
like
the
them
action
too
adventures.
because my
Or
favorite
mystery.
story of my entire life is Star Wars. And that's
Yeah.
the biggest epic adventure there is.
Yes. But I feel like that, I would say Star Wars falls in the family. It's like a family spec.
They call it a space opera. That's
Yes.
what it's classified
Yes.
under. I know that's super nerdy information to know that.
But I feel like my understanding is that George Lucas wrote it for families. That's my understanding.
I don't know.
But I feel like adults enjoy it the most. But then when
it's
you
pretty widely loved by everyone.
But when I watched it,
But
I was a kid.
It is a clean story though. There's no spiciness in
No.
the story. And if there is, it's so off camera that you don't even see anything about it.
So your favorite character?
Probably the sock man.
Pete the Sock. I would say my favorite character would be, I liked Pete. And then I liked the kids. I liked all the kids.
I
I think I
care about the
connected
kids
the
very
most.
much.
I feel like I connected most with Janner because he had a lot of struggles. He dealt with a lot of struggles. Although, Tink did too. I'm only using Tink's name because she only read the first book because he goes by his other name.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know.
Because she knows who I'm talking about.
I liked... If I had to pick a child that I liked out of the story, it'd probably be the littlest one. I liked Lily. Lily was very cute.
I liked her tenacity. Like, the fact that she even fought back.
The fact that she could hold her own with her two brothers.
Even though she has, like, a hurt leg. Like, her leg is...
that's pretty
is not,
amazing that she was still able to go
pretty
on the
fiery.
adventure with a hurt leg.
Yep.
And keeping up with her brothers who clearly didn't want her to be there at the beginning. They're like, why do we have to take you?
So, yeah.
But of course, they're her brother, so they protected her and wanted to protect her and, their family.
Yeah. So I like the inner drama that's going on, and I really enjoyed that. And so, and I don't know, because I think I like the whole cast. I would say Pete stands out because it's Pete. And
I just like him.
The grandfather to me stands out because he's both hard-headed and loving, and I can see the difference, like the contrast. And then the mom is like a mom. She's like a mom.
Mom was okay. She just didn't stand out to me.
No,
she wasn't boring. Well, I think she was a little boring to me. But it wasn't that she was bad, because she was a good mom.
She was a good mom.
And she was, getting help from her father. And so it's not like a bad situation. Like, it's great that they all banded together, but they didn't stand up to me.
No, I just like them all. I like them all, and I like the kids, and I like the struggle.
I think if this were a show or a movie, I'd probably like the story more.
I'll have to show you the show, because I have access to the show.
She has much knowledge.
I have much knowledge. My kids like the show.
Yeah.
So they were enjoying the show. So I'll have to finish watching the rest of it, because I didn't have the subscription, and now I do. So we'll have to finish watching the show while I still have the subscription for it. Okay, so...
Are we missing anything?
Nope, I think I wanted to get to the ratings. So then, to me, the whole thing is 5-star. But then it's like, okay, but it's definitely spice-free because it's middle grade, and it's as squeaky clean as you can get. Although I would say there are definitely some scary parts for kids.
For a child.
For a child.
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like some of that black carriage stuff would be a little scary, and some of the
when they first talk about the carriage at the very beginning, just as they're going to the festival, that I could see a little scary for a kid.
That would be pretty scary for the kids, and some of the villains,
like, especially if it were
spooky.
Visual, like if on a show or something. Yeah, that would be scary.
Yeah,
especially a live action and not a cartoon.
A scene
you'd be like.
In book 2, there's a scene in the Fork Factory where I would be like, oh no. I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
That scene was not for me. But then, I mean, it's not like it was dark. It was like, if that happened for real, though. You don't know what I'm talking about, but if that happened for real, I'd be
scary,
like, no thanks.
it's chilling. If you think about it in the context of it being real, then it gets scary.
Yeah. It's just, okay, I'm going to spoil it for you.
You can spoil it, because I probably won't read it.
No, because in book 2, one of the punishments for trying to escape, because Janner tries to escape, and then they knock him out, and he wakes up in a coffin.
Oh, that's so freaky.
And I'm like, if that happened for real, absolutely terrifying.
Trauma for life.
I was like, and so he wakes up, and then he's like stuck and trapped in there for like 3 days.
See, that doesn't spoil the story for me at all.
For 3 days.
I don't know the context, so it really doesn't spoil
anything. And so
anything.
I'm like, no thanks. That would be like, absolutely not. He wakes up in a coffin, and then he finally gets out. Like, he's terrified. And I'm like,
for sure.
Clearly, for a 12-year-old, that would be terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I would want my kids...
I would be terrifying for an adult.
Let's be real. Like, I would be terrified.
I
would be like, well, I gotta go to the bathroom now.
Yep.
Never mind. I don't have to go to the bathroom anymore.
Yes.
So that I would say for just caution reading to your children or your...
Which is funny, because this is geared towards, like, 8-year-olds.
Yes, I'm just saying that some kids might be terrified of that, and other kids, like my son, loved it. He just blasted right through it. He was older when he read it, but I'm just saying, like, my daughter is not interested. She's interested in the show. She's not interested in reading it because, in her mind, yes, it does have dragons, but they're not the main characters. So
they're not interesting.
So they're not interesting enough. I get it.
Her. I totally get it.
So then she's like, if there's no prevalent animals in it. I mean, like, aside from Nugget.
My younger child, when my younger child was younger, it was all about the animals. Every animal that was seen had to be pet. If we were in the world, always reading about it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar.
So, yeah, Christian content. I saw a lot of Christian content throughout the whole thing. To me, because other people might not see it, but I saw it.
I can't recall anything, but I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
I don't
I like the fact that they prayed to the maker, that there was actually
oh, yeah, I guess they did.
Yeah. The fact that there is a god Like there's like the
A
God,
creator.
like a creator.
Yeah, no, that's
and the
good.
maker. And so
Yeah.
then I like that he was alluding to God through the maker. And
Yeah.
so that and they actually prayed and they actually like I don't know, I like there was like
Some
a
of
God
that I might have
aspect to
skipped
it.
over, to be honest. So I don't know if I saw that part fully.
Violence, yes, there's violence, but it was still not too graphic.
Nothing
as
worse
far
than
as
Star Wars, I'm sure.
No, if you can handle Star Wars, then you're fine.
Yes.
Then you're fine. If you can handle Narnia, you're fine. Then to me that was fine. There's no language. Yes, there's some magic, but it was light. It was fairly light. That there's no
it's not like there's
no dark
like a
witchcraft
big wizard or
wizards
anything.
or anything like that. There's
No.
some dragons, but they're not
Are
like a
the
heavy
dragons
presence.
depicted as villains, or are they good guys?
I'm
Neutral?
not 100% sure. Right now they're
Okay.
neutral to me.
Okay.
Right now they're kind of neutral. I
Well,
can't
because
tell
if you
if they're
correlate
like
that
good or
to
bad.
biblical, then dragons are evil because
Yeah.
they're like the enemy.
Yeah, there's usually depicted as the enemies.
Yeah.
I don't know of any Bible story that I know of that dragons are like the good guys. I don't.
No, so that's the only thing I know about them, and that is a new revelation because Julie and
Fancy that. Dragons are in Revelation.
I know, right? No, I just mean like our friend Carrie also. Hi, Carrie. Yeah, she and Julie and I were all talking about dragons one day, and they're all like, "Oh yeah, that's like in the Bible, and they're evil." And I'm like, "What? Excuse me? When did they get in the Bible?" And I had no idea. Shows you that you don't know everything because I do not. So that was a new one for me. I'd never thought about it. That's the thing. I didn't think deeply on it, and I had no clue. Then I went and I researched, and it's clearly right there.
It's there. I'm not saying that just because dragons are in a story, that they're all going to be depicted. People can use different literary devices.
A lot of people use them as neutral characters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like there's this adult book called Fourth Wing, which is a book I really like. But it's a spicy book, so Julie would never read this book.
Won't touch it.
No, she won't.
50 Purple.
No, yeah, she would never touch it. But the point of me bringing that up is that those characters are like super neutral, and they're a big central part of the story. So I've seen dragons depicted as these good guys.
Yeah.
So I was a big shock to me that they were supposed to be not good.
No.
I was like, whoa.
I could see like in How to Train Your Dragon and how they're more of a neutral,
They are neutral.
neither good nor bad, depending on who trained them, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate that story because I like
There's
the
a lot of
redemption part of
redemption, and there's a lot of love, and it's all about family and togetherness, and that's all biblical.
Well,
Not the story.
Not the story,
I mean,
but
like the love of family and
the
all
family,
that
the
good
redemption
stuff.
part.
Yeah.
So I didn't hate it. I didn't hate that one. Like, because I feel like the setting is fine. Although I don't agree with Viking gods or lore or anything like that. I don't agree with, but the story as like a device to depict family growing together and redemption and all that
No,
stuff.
I
didn't
that.
hate that.
I like that part.
I like the fact that. But anyways, we're not talking about
No, we're really not.
How to Train Your Dragon and Hiccup and Toothless. So
Yeah.
that'll have to be maybe another day.
We could one
We
day.
could.
If you really want us to talk about that, put it in the comments.
Yeah. So yeah, to me overall so far every single one is a 5-star. I will decide if I can't imagine this one being any less.
If you like it, I'm sure it will stay the same
I think it's
level
gonna
of
be
like.
fine. And we'll see if I get to the short stories. My son still read it. He read through the whole thing, so I'm like, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know about the rest of the series, but the first book, this one, as much as is beautiful, would be like a 1.5 stars for me.
No! 5! I'm going to say it's 10 stars just to make up for her
It's
1.5 stars.
2 stars at the most. That's as
Yeah,
much as I can
it's
give
okay.
it.
So I forgive you.
It's 2 stars because of the footnotes.
Because you liked the footnotes.
I really
Pete.
loved, and Pete the Sockman was epic. So Pete gets a 5.
Yeah.
The story gets like a 2.
So yeah, I still, to me, it's a good story. I would recommend it.
They are so pretty.
They're very.
I know I've
they're
said
very
that over
pretty.
and over, but I really
love
like
the art.
them.
The art is very, very nice.
Yes.
I am happy to have these on my shelf. I would be very happy to share them with my children, as I already have. I feel like if you like adventure and a little bit of fantasy, yes, there's dragons in it, but they're not prevalent as far as I'm concerned, because there's dragons in other stories that are way more prevalent. Like How to Train Your Dragon. They're very much a staple in one. So, but and then like magic isn't super.
It's more like about like.
It's more about
children,
the family.
And
it's more about
like
the family
the pirates or whoever these bad guys are.
Yeah, their battle to, I want to say, kind of stay alive. They're trying to stay alive,
It's
and
a
then they're trying to get
survival
back
kind
home.
of story.
Yeah,
yeah, and trying to get home
again.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't want to spoil too much. Even though I spoiled some, so that's sorry.
That doesn't spoil it for me though.
No.
Yeah,
so I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's a good recap on
Some
everything.
people like it, some people don't. And that's okay.
Yes. And you know what's great is that I don't care if we agree.
No.
Because it doesn't hurt anything.
No.
Everyone's allowed to have their own opinions.
Yep.
I don't really love this story, but Julie hates, I wouldn't say hate, but Julie did not like the Harry Potter books. So that's okay.
Okay. I had my reasons, though.
I know.
The rating wasn't terrible, but I don't like it.
Yeah, and that's totally subjective. That's the whole point about anything of art, because this is obviously just an art expression.
Yep.
And both Julie and I are both writers, so we see the world very much through an artistic lens. And of course, not everything's going to look the same or feel the same, and that's okay.
I'm just going to say I'm very excited to see how this ends. So I'm very excited to still keep going. And that's pretty good after three books.
Sometimes when you get to the third or fourth kind of book, it can taper off and not be good anymore.
I feel like it's still going
that's
up.
good. That's good news if you still like it.
No, I still like it. I'm very excited. I want to keep going. It's kind of like Narnia. I've only read like the first
Narnia.
three, and I got to read
that.
the fourth one. I'm an adult, and I've only experienced it through the movies, the BBC series, and the movies, and then I started reading the books themselves. So I'm on book 4, and I'm still excited to keep going.
Yeah.
So, and that's different. This one
that
has way
story.
more adventure.
We are going to cover the Narnia stories eventually.
Eventually, we'll get
there. So look forward to that, because that's actually one of my favorites. I love Portal stories, and that one is like one of the OC.
Yeah, it's like the original. One of the originals was Portal stories.
It is.
As far as I'm concerned, it's one of the originals.
That
it's
basically is one of the very original ever. Well, not ever, but it's that. Yeah,
I'm sure there's probably others out there, but as far as I know, Narnia is one of the original ones.
I'm sure there must be something else, but
it's
maybe there
like
isn't.
Tolkien.
I don't know.
Is like one of
if you know the answer, please tell us.
Yeah, Tolkien is like one of the original fantasies too.
Yes, he is, but that's not a Portal story. That's
not
fully
a Portal. That's
in
full
a made-up world.
Yes, that is full immersion.
We will go through that. Oops, sorry, I kicked the sand. Yeah, that's a story that we're going to cover. We're going to do Lord of the Rings eventually. Not like right away, but we are going to cover that eventually, because we both like it.
Yeah,
me more so, because I know more about it.
Yeah,
but
I'm on the fence.
But Julie said that she'd watch the movies again.
I'm willing to watch the movies again just to see how I feel about it now.
Yeah.
Knowing what I know now about God,
she'll
and
see it through a different lens.
And I'm
I
see
know
it through a whole
now
lens.
that she is going to look for biblical things in there.
Yep.
It will be impossible for you not to see them, because they're.
Well, if people are pointing out biblical connections between Star Wars and the Bible, and they do it with Lord of the Rings, I'm sure you can find it in almost anything if you look. But just because people can find it doesn't mean it's actually there.
I realize that. I know for a fact that they are there because it's written by a Christian. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to be Christian. That's a very important
I don't think
distinction.
I don't think Tolkien intended to write it as a Christian.
I do.
I don't think so.
See, that's our difference of opinion right
I'll
off the bat.
I'll do my research, but I was pretty sure someone told me once that he never intended.
Not originally, no. Originally, the Lord of the Rings was just that Tolkien wanted to write in language. Yeah. I think it was Dwarven or something was one of the languages that he made up. I don't know fully.
I thought it was Elvish.
It could be.
I don't know. It was the Elvish one.
I don't know. But one of those was
the whole Klingon
reason.
I'm kidding.
Klingon. It was the Klingon definitely the Klingon.
He's the original ring wraith.
Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny. Love it so much. This is why we are friends.
And then like Picard and sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
Don't even bring that up.
I know,
because people in the comments are going to be like, so who's a better captain? Picard or Kirk? Discuss if you wish. That's a big controversy.
Picard.
Yes, I agree.
But the one who drinks Earl Grey.
Yes.
Hot.
Do you know that he's the reason why I like Earl Grey tea? And I hated
Tell me you're a nerd without telling me you're a nerd.
Yes. Do you know that I hated Star Trek for like the longest time because I hated the original series, but I loved Kirk. I loved Kirk, and I loved Spock, and I loved Bones. They're amazing. Even though I don't like the series, I liked the characters. But I had no idea when they brought out Next Generation that there would be cool characters that I would actually resonate with and I actually like them. Because the first 3 seasons where my parents were watching it, and I was only like 9 years old when the 3rd season came out, I was just like, don't care. But then I sat down one day because I was bored and I went, wait, this is 10 times better than the original. I was like, maybe don't give this a chance. And now I love it. And my younger child is like obsessed with that series and loves Data. So, yeah. Anyways, that's way off track.
We're off track now.
We're way off track.
Back on track.
I think we're done now.
We're pretty much done. We're going to wrap that up. I'm just going to put all my books together because I like that.
Yeah.
And so, yep, I'm recommending Wingfeather. She's not so much.
Nope.
But I feel like it is a good family fiction.
I'm not discouraging people from liking it because it's not a terrible story. It's just not for me.
No, and that's okay. But I guess we're at the end, and I guess we'll see you next time.
Yes, we will see you next time. Sorry if this one ran a little bit long, and that we were way off track. But okay, so
all right, all the blessings.
Yes, all the blessings.
And then we'll see you in the next video.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Bye.